The second part of the core periphery lesson is looking at core periphery at a national scale rather than a global scale. First, you're to look down here at this theoretical model of the evolution from a bunch of really isolated villages. These are communities. Think of sort of the most backward, old-fashioned communities you can think of, with very little sphere of influence. Like there's no interconnection of their business and their interactions in any way. And this dotted line would imply very meager infrastructure connecting them. And gradually, you get growth of one of those communities into a kind of a core, and you get flow into it from the other areas. And gradually, you can see as you go down there, you get more and more integration, movement of people, goods, money, strengthening of the infrastructure between them, etc. So you're looking at that, and then you're to highlight, and I would just do it using this, highlight one key word in each stage. So maybe you would highlight something here like dispersed or something like that. But there's no particular right or wrong answer to that, but you choose something you think is the best representative of each stage, again for further discussion. So this is the theoretical look. Then we look at this. This is the country of Poland, and you can see it's got a fair amount of places of large, medium, and small sizes, and they're also pretty well connected. So you might think that that's either a stage 3 or a stage 4 in that model. I'll leave that up to you. What I then want you to do is to click on this link, and it takes you to this page here. And I want you to hunt around and find some other countries' maps and try and find things that represent the other 3 stages. So the way it works is this. The internet is really slow here right now, but let's say I click on A to C. So I want countries beginning with A to C, and it's going to give me a list, and then on that I got a list. So maybe I want to check out what Armenia looks like. I'm not sure what stage that's going to be in, probably 1 or 2, probably 2, I'm just guessing. So I go to Armenia. It's an information page about Armenia, but here there's always a map that you click on again, another link. Hope the internet goes fast, and it's going better than it was. And in a second, up comes a map of Armenia, like that, like that. And we probably get the impression. Here it comes. Okay, so there's the map of Armenia. You see, compared to Poland, it's a lot less integrated than the first one was. So you might put that in, one of the earlier stages. You're going to have to look at a few different ones and compare and contrast and see which ones look to have the most sort of greatest connection between the core areas and the periphery areas. That presumably is the major city there. There's a few other smaller outlying places with a small degree of interconnection, but certainly, as you can, I'm sure, agree, nowhere near the same level as Poland. All right, so you're to find examples for each of the 4 stages there.